Hey everybody, this is Tim with Op-Ed Daily. So Donald Trump is yet again pushing his propaganda, and just like I had predicted the other day when I created this video right here, and I'll play a segment of it here in a minute, just like I predicted there, he is trying to push propaganda, he's trying to create lies, and trying to muddy the waters here with what's going on. Just listen to what Donald Trump said just last night.
This is a fraud on the American public. This is an embarrassment to our country. We were getting ready to win this election. Frankly, we did win this election. We did win this election. So our goal now is to ensure the integrity for the good of this nation. This is a very big moment. This is a major fraud in our nation. We want the law to be used in a proper manner. So we'll be going to the U.S. Supreme Court. We want all voting to stop. We don't want them to find any ballots at 4 o'clock in the morning and add them to the list, okay? It's a very sad moment. To me, this is a very sad moment, and we will win this, and as far as I'm concerned, we already have won it. So I just want...
And there you go. He's declaring himself the winner despite there being millions of votes still left to count. Many states didn't even start counting their mail-in ballots that were cast early. Remember, there were more mail-in and early voters that voted prior to election day than all the votes cast in 2016. Now try to put that into perspective. There's still a lot of votes that are left to be counted, and he actively wants them to stop counting it. Now listen to what he said just the other day, and that I created a video for it, and I'll leave a link to my old video in the description below. Listen.
It would be very, very proper and very nice if a winner were declared on November 3rd instead of counting ballots for 2 weeks, which is totally inappropriate, and I don't believe that that's by our laws. I don't believe that.
I don't believe that that's by our laws, is Trump speak for. That is illegal.
Okay, so I won't play the whole thing. You can go and watch my video. But basically, what I'm saying is going to happen is that armies of Trump followers are going to hit the streets, just like they did during the Brooks Brothers riot. And let me go ahead and fast forward to that real quick.
This is in Miami. This is during the Bush v. Gore time. They're screaming cheaters.
Stop the count, stop the fraud, stop the count, stop the fraud, stop the count, stop the fraud.
And there you go. They sent, and George Bush paid for a bunch of white people to go down there. And they put these people on planes, and they paid for this trip. Sent them down to Florida to go to this recount location and stop the vote and stop the count. That's what they're screaming. And it was successful. And not too long after this case went to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court appointed George Bush. The Supreme Court in the U.S. has already said they held on to this Pennsylvania court case and already signaled that they would be invalidating a bunch of votes for the sake of the presidency. And Justice Kavanaugh even wrote in one of his decisions recently that by counting votes after the election, you flip the vote. But what was pointed out by his colleagues, Sotomayor, I believe it was, stated that you can't flip something that hasn't been certified yet. Votes don't get certified, like the official tally of votes do not get certified until around December, I believe, when it's certified to the electors on a federal level, who then cast their vote in the way that their state wanted them to. So we're going to start seeing pockets of Trump supporters going out there, and of course also pockets of left wingers going out there protesting what this president is now doing, which is to try to prematurely declare victory before all the votes are counted, and then demanding that the votes stop being counted. Now, if you notice, he said, well, we don't want them to find votes at 3 o'clock in the morning. Notice he said that because of this. Watch this. Now, here it says, Postal Service tells U.S. judge it cannot complete sweep for delayed ballots by deadline. United States Postal Service data showed as of Sunday about 300,000 ballots that were received by mail processing did not have scans confirming their delivery to election authorities. A U.S. judge had said, you guys have to go and do a sweep of your facilities to make sure that these votes get to their locations, you know, the election centers before the end of election day. And why? Because those votes won't be counted if they arrive there after election day in many states. So it is imperative that those people who voted and voted by mail are able to get their votes into the election centers so that they can be counted after the fact. And keep in mind, there are millions of others that are out there that are not counted yet. And for the most part, those are going to be Democrat votes because Democrats, by and large, voted by mail and voted early. So the U.S. Postal Service, which Donald Trump put DeJoy in charge of to purposefully slow it down, we watched this happen over the course of the last 6 months or so. DeJoy came out and purposefully said, no, we're not going to be able to meet that deadline because our workers are busy. That's what this guy said. And keep in mind that it is a felony to slow down the mail, especially during an election. So DeJoy is probably going to be brought up on charges, and rightfully so. This was a planned attack on American democracy, and we're watching it still unfold, and this is unfortunate. This was the worst case scenario, in fact, where it wouldn't be so big of a landslide victory for one or the other that we would end up seeing this. And this is the time where people are going to start becoming violent because we now have a president who is trying to undermine the democratic process through various means, through propaganda, through lies, through pulling the levers of government like the U.S. Postal Service and purposefully slowing it down, defying court orders in order to do that, saying that the voting must stop. We don't want them finding votes. This is a direct attempt to undermine the vote. But keep in mind, vote counting has always gone on for some weeks after. So we'll see how this plays out, but I would imagine that pretty soon we're going to start seeing both pockets of left and right agitators file out into the streets. And I believe we'll see armed gunmen try to prevent these people from counting the rest of the votes. This is unfortunate, and it's unfortunate that our democracy is at stake now because of this narcissism of this dictator wannabe Donald Trump. Please let me know what you think in the comment section below. Like and share this video and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you'd like to get more videos just like this. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Tim with Op-Ed Daily. Peace out.